Hey everyone, today in today's video we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to be planting some lettuce seeds. I'm gonna start them indoors, and then once they grow their first true set of leaves, I'm gonna be transplanting them outside. So this is the type of lettuce that I'm going to be starting indoors first. It's the loose leaf Waldman dark green. And y'all, I have a confession to make. This is my third attempt trying to grow lettuce. And the previous two attempts, I started them outdoors. So I'm like, you know what? Since they did never germinated when I started them outdoors, I'm like, let's go ahead and try them indoors. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I have this seedling tray, which I'm about to wash out with some hydrogen peroxide water, because I did use this tray in the past for other seedlings. So I just want to make sure I get it really clean before I reuse it, just in case there were like any molds. You know, you don't want to be adding soil to something that has more mold. So just want to give it a good clean. This is a mixture of hydrogen peroxide and water. I'm gonna let it sit there for a few minutes, and then we're just gonna rinse it out. And then, yeah, and then we'll go ahead and plant the seeds. All right, so we have a nice clean tray, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be filling the cells with some organic potting soil. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill each individual cell with some of that potting soil. And y'all, please bear with me because I am doing this with one hand. Oh, you know what? Okay, I think I should have this underneath the tray. All right, let's go ahead and just fill it up. And this thing has a lot of wood chips, y'all. I wish I had like a sifting tool so I can sift out the dirt. I hate that it has all these wood chips. Listen, if you guys can recommend any potting soil, like good potting soil without all these wood chips, let me know in the comments, because this is ridiculous. You buy soil and you think you're gonna get soil, but you get a bag full of wood chips. So it's frustrating. All right, let's just go ahead and just keep adding the soil. Look at how big these things are. I just wish I had something to sift the soil. And then you want to shake it just so you can fill out any air pockets. All right, so you want to make sure you get all the cells nice and filled with soil. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this, not fill it, but add water to the bottom tray. So that way the seeds are going to be watered from underneath. I think that's the best method, or the best way to water your seedlings, is from underneath. So that's what we're going to be doing. Y'all, I am praying that I get, some of the seeds to germinate. I am praying because, I thought lettuce was like one of the easiest crops for beginners. You know, I thought they germinated fast, so I don't know why I'm on my third attempt. But I don't know if it's because I started them outdoors and maybe the environment wasn't ideal. I don't know. But let's go ahead and add some water in a tray. I did go and get some water. So I'm just going to add some water in the tray. The water is room temperature. And you want to fill it, I guess, I don't know if this is halfway. It's a little under halfway, not all the way fill. Yeah, add a little bit of water in the tray and then put the cell on top of the tray. And now what we're going to do is we're going to be planting the seeds. You want to be planting 2 to 3 seeds in each tray just for, I don't know, just for good measure in case, one of them don't germinate or something. So now lettuce seeds are very tiny. So yeah, I'll probably be adding more than 2 to 3 seeds. What I'm doing is just making a little hole. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. You know what? Let me make the holes first, and then we can move on to adding the seeds. I probably don't even need to make the holes just because of how small the seeds are. Maybe just sprinkle it on top of the soil. What do you guys think? I just feel like this is unnecessary. Okay. So each of the cells have holes. Now what we're going to do is add the seeds. Okay, so this is how tiny the seeds are. And I don't have that many left, so I'm going to do my best to not waste it. I feel like I will. Yeah, I don't have that many seeds left, y'all. So I'm not going to be able to fill up all of the trays, like all of the cells. Darn it. Hope you all can see I have you propped on top of a toy. Okay. So I ran out of seeds, y'all. Let's go ahead and cover these. So I was only able to fill up almost half of the tray. So now I'm gonna have to think of what to add to the rest of the cells. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all. So since I ran out of lettuce, I'm gonna go ahead and finish filling up the rest of my cells with parsley. I'm gonna have to add a label to this so I know what I planted. And this is how the parsley seeds look. Whoops, and I'm just dropping them, y'all. My goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this up. Now for the parsley seeds, it does take longer to germinate. It takes roughly 14 to 21 days, y'all. I think that's what it said. Let me see here. Yeah, it says seedlings emerge in 14 to 21 days. And so, sorry if I sound like this. My nose is stuffy. I'm just recovering from a cold. So you may hear that I sound a little stuffy. Sometimes I feel like I'm just wasting seeds. They're so tiny and I end up adding too much in the cell. So now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and close the hole. These are the parsley seeds. Just close the hole up. I'm probably going to need to add more water on the bottom of the tray, and then I will also finish it off by spraying the topsoil, spraying it with water as well. Okay, so these 2 rows of cells and these 2. So from here down we have lettuce, and then the rest of the cells we have parsley. So I'm gonna have to label that so I don't forget. And then let's check to see how the water level is. Okay, it still has water in there. Okay, this is trial and error, y'all. Trial and error. All right, I'll be right back with the labels. All right, so I just created my labels, and this is what I have on hand right now. So that's what I'm going to be working with. So I added, I wrote lettuce, today's date, and then we know that it's the first 14 cells, and then parsley, today's date, and the last 16 cells. I put the wrong date. Today is December 24th. Make sure you guys label your trays. But this is how everything is looking. And now we're going to put it under the grow light. We're going to give it one final spray and then just wait until it starts to germinate. All right, y'all. So I have this in my stand, and I'm just going to turn on the grow light real quick. All right, perfect. And then I'm going to give it one final spray of water. I'm just going to spray on top of it with water. There you go. Perfect. And I was trying to find a cover, like to just kind of cover it, like a clear cover, but I couldn't find one. I don't have one, y'all. So what I'm going to use instead is a bowl. Now, the bowl is not going to cover all of the cells, but it will cover the majority of the cells. Listen, y'all, it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. But you want to at least put a cover on top just to kind of maintain that moisture. If there are mold starting to form on top of the soil, then that's when you'll need to remove the cover. But the cover has to be clear so that, it can still receive that grow light. But yeah, this is what we're working with. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope that I am successful with growing my lettuces this time around. And hopefully, I also get some parsley. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to check out my previous video, and I will see you all in the next one.